All right, guys, so today I have something a little bit different for you, and that is a pair of handmade boots from the Truman Boot Company. If you're interested in these and seeing what they're all about, why these things are worth the $500, are they worth the $500? If you're into something like that, because let's be honest, it's not all the time, it's not ideal, but it's not all the time that we're on our motorcycles. Now, if we could be, we would be, but it's not all the time. Sometimes you just need a really good pair of boots. Sometimes you just want to dress up. Or, honestly, I really picked these out when I was more on the terms of getting a Sportster. Now, I ended up with a Ninja 400. Street bikes are more my style, but I do want to get a Harley eventually as well. But if you do have do have a Harley and you're here, these may look pretty damn good on a Harley Davidson. Are they going to protect your foot? No, but, they're going to look damn good on that motorcycle. So, again, guys, it's not all the time we're on our bikes, but on this channel here, some of you are new here. In fact, there's about 222 new subscribers here in the last 2 weeks, which is a 209% increase from any month ever on Hard City. So thank you so much for your support. But it's not all the time we're on bikes, and this channel has always been like a lifestyle channel where I just bring you guys cool stuff. And it's been raining, it's been windy, so minus the bike content, and we're just not there yet to do rides and stuff. That it's coming, believe me. I have a ton of gear to review for motorcycles, but boots are just a big passion of mine. I love cool boots, and these are just probably the best in my collection that I have so far, besides my Knicks boots that I'm waiting for, and I've been waiting for about 4 months now. I ordered these a week after my Knicks, so I literally spent almost $1,000 on boots, because those are for work, these are for dress, but the Knicks I won't have till July. So the Truman boots came in yesterday, and these are built under Truman 79 last. This is bison leather. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if the video is giving you guys any, I don't know if it's doing it justice, but they're just simply amazing. And we're going to talk about these and what differs them from something, I have a Thursday boot Captain here, which is about $200. It's a pretty good boot, nice leather, it's held up over the years. Stacked leather. I think it's a cork footbed on that. I'm not really sure, but this is on another level. Okay, when you pay $500 for a boot, you're getting a handmade boot to your foot. Now, if you go on Truman's website, you will see, actually, I'll tell you the exact price of these boots too, and if I can actually, there we go. All right, so if you go on Truman's website, Black Shrunken Bison, these are $460 plus shipping and all that good stuff. You can customize the width and how wide you want them, all that stuff. It's really a process. They don't just, these aren't boots that are just sitting there, you order them and they throw them in a box and ship them to you. They make these for you. They are made by your order. It's not like you order them to your foot, and I think they even will go a step farther, and you can get your foot measured and stuff, and they'll send you a piece of paper, you draw on it. I know Knicks does that. I'm not 100% sure about Truman Boot Company, but anyway, these are also made in the United States of America. There is nothing on this boot that is made in another country, something like Thursday boots, or I even have a pair of Taft here, which I still have not got to wear yet, because it's just been incredibly crappy out. These are really nice, but these are, manufactured in Spain, which is fine. These are manufactured in Mexico, designed in New York. That's fine. All good. I like them. There's a great boot companies, but this is on another level. Look at the thickness of that leather. Look at that. And that's just the tongue. I mean, the leather shoelaces, the custom polished eyelids, the stacked leather on that sole. or footbed, I guess you would call it. Now the 79 last, that's here. That's their popular last. Look at that shrunken bison. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Look at, I got a rock stuck in it. I did wear them. They are extremely comfortable. Let me get this one. Oh, there's rocks in this one too, but you see the nails, You know, they make these boots, and the stitching. Guys, they make these boots to the absolute highest quality that you can make a boot. You cannot make a boot better than what these guys are doing, and at Knicks and at White's. These are top of the food chain right here. So these guys are out of I believe Oregon, and they started in Pennsylvania. Which is Pittsburgh, I believe Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now they're in Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. So all made in USA, all handmade. Some of the machines they're making this stuff out of it is probably 30, 40 years old. The black shrunken bison leather is one of our first releases with Law Tanning in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is an incredible tannery. They have some of the best. It's right up there at Hormine in Chicago, which is where most of these high-quality boot companies are getting their leathers from. Like, you know, if you see Hormine leather in Chicago or Law Tannery, those are the top of the food chain. Comfortable and beautiful, which is everything we look for in a hide. Built on a 79 last, plain toe, no pull tab in the back, black tongue, brown thread, 7 eyelets, polished brass hardware, structured toe, Goodyear 270 flat welt Truman command sole. All right, these things, I mean, I'm telling you guys, look at the stitching. Get a good look at that stitching. You can actually, I mean, it's really crazy. So I had these in check this out too. So I was going to get ready to do this video. And I had these boots sitting here in the office here in my studio. Which it's been a while since I've been in the studio, to be honest with you. So I had these sitting in here open out of the box. And I had them sitting on my desk. And I went out to ride the bike for about 2 hours. Because it was actually nice for a few minutes. Still windy as hell. But I went out. And I walked in this room. I had the door shut because I want the dog coming in here, and she likes to eat glue sticks and whatever else she could find. Anyway, I opened the door and I just got slammed with the smell of this leather. I mean, it is just so good. It's so good, and the dye and just the craftsmanship that goes into this. It's unbelievable. Just the laces, they feel so soft. You know, because I was like, you know, the laces, leather laces, I mean, that's not going to be comfortable. No, they are really comfortable. Now, the way I wear these, I'm not going to dance around with boots on. I don't do that. So if you're looking for a video where, you know, I'm going to show you like how they wear and like dance around with my boots, I just don't do that. Sorry. My bad. I just don't. That's just not my thing. I just think it looks super weird. So what I'll do is I'll show you how I lace these up. I like to do this deal. I'll flip them once here. All right, and then I'll come around the back like this, and then I'll do my tie here. All right, and they look so good. Now when you have a boot like this, I'm not gonna crank them tight, but that's what they're gonna look like, and they just look so good. You're gonna cuff your pants, all right, and you want your pants about here. Sure, you can wear it back, but it's just not gonna look good. You're hiding the boot. You want to show that boot off, and that's what that's gonna look like. That's a look. You don't have to do that, but that's the look I like. And these laces just, I don't know, man. They're so good. I really like them a lot. Now, ooh, I just whacked myself right in the face. The stitching, look at the back, the counter and the heel, it's just so high quality, just so high. There's no steel toe in this. It's just all leather, just high quality, thick leather. The counters, it's all leather. There's no plastic foam, you know, like cardboard fake pleather or anything. Where your foot is going into, there's going to be a break-in period. I guess you guys aren't going to be able to see that, but there's going to be a break-in period. of probably about 2 months, depending on how much you're wearing them. Because your foot isn't forming into a cork bed, which over time that cork bed will become loose and they won't be comfortable anymore. What will happen with something like this is you buy these boots once, you're keeping them forever. You don't have to buy boots, if you don't use these for work. If you're buying these for work, then you're making a mistake. These are way too beautiful of a boot to wear for work, but to each is their own. My Knicks, when they get here finally, you'll be able to see a work boot. It's made to for work, because what I did with the Knicks was it's going to be like this, a roughed out leather on the outside, and so you'll see all of that with the Knicks. But you're getting your foot's going to form to that leather, that stacked leather. That's where your foot is going to form to, and it's never going to go away. It's just your foot forms to that, and that's where it is. That's where it stays, and that's how it's going to be forever until this sole, which I could imagine is not going to go anywhere very fast. It's going to take years to get through that, depending on how you're wearing them. Now, for me, I'm going to wear these hiking. I'm going to wear these wherever. The only time I won't wear these is when I'm on a motorcycle, on my street bike, because I have a pair of TCX boots for my motorcycle over here and a pair of Alpine Stars riding boots, which we'll do in motorcycle content, but these will not look good on street. You can't wear these on a street bike. All right, plus you want that ankle support, but cruiser boys, not bad. Not a bad look at all. I can't really say much about it other than they're so much worth the money. Yeah, it takes a long time. The problem is with them, when you get a boot like this, it's like, all right, I spent $400, $500 on these boots, and I'm not getting the product immediately. A lot of people have this fundamental, issue with spending money and they need it immediately. I'm a big fan of custom things, like handmade things, custom things, where I'm going to be walking around in these. It's going to be very, very, very rare that somebody's going to have these on, too. I might be the only person to see or fall with these Truman boots. And in fact, I'm probably almost positive of that. Maybe somebody has them, but very, very unlikely. More in the cities even too. It's like, it's just, people want they spend money, they want it, boom, I want it now. Amazon, there's all these, waiting 4 months for something you just spend $500 on. That's, a lot of people are going to do that. But when you get it, you are going, you just, when you have it in your hand, you have them in your hand, and you're just like, oh my God. Wow. Like the quality, the craftsmanship, the stitching, the way they smell, right out of the box. They come with a pack of matches. All right, and what's that for? Is that the thumbnail? I guess. No. The matches are to burn little thread edges and stuff like that may come loose. You just burn that. You don't want to pull or anything or cut. Just burn it. So that's the way you do that, and that's why they give you a set of matches. And what's really cool is you could tell that these are made by hand. Like, you could see the stitching. These are not, and obviously they run it through a machine and stitch that, but they're not absolutely perfect. Like, if you look, you can see you can just see that they're handmade. These are custom handmade boots, and I love custom clothing. I love stuff that you're not going to go out and see 5 kids wearing. It's very unlikely you're going to go out and see somebody wearing these. Now, these are a specific boot. I don't wear these all the time. These are my Taft Dillons, which also smell really good. You can tell I haven't worn these much. These are more of a dressed up type of occasion. But I don't wear these a lot, but they are really sick. It's more like a date boot. But these are my everyday boots. These are everyday boots that are basically gonna replace probably these every day. And these are my Thursday Chelseas, which I absolutely love, because what I like about these, and you can tell I've worn the crap out of these boots, but here's the thing. Look at that. Look at that. I could pull this entire thing straight off of here. And so those are getting sent out to get redone. That's no good. I could literally rip that whole thing out. And that's not ever going to happen with these. Never. That's never going to happen. They're stitched in there. I mean, that thing's not falling off. So these are the Thursday boots, Chelsea's with the winter Storm King sole on them. I've worn these all winter. I wear them to work every night. They got beat the crap out of. And I like them a lot. They're just, you slip them on quick. They look good with everything. But, you know, the quality just isn't there. Those are sub 300. They're about 250 or something like that. Or maybe a little cheaper. But they're not $460, $500. I don't know. Can I convince you guys to spend $500? I don't care. Hey, this isn't a paid. I'm not getting paid to do this. I don't know the guys at Truman. They don't know me. They probably don't even know my channel exists. What I can tell you is that, you know, you're just not gonna find quality like this anywhere else, but like at a boot company like Knicks, Truman Boot Company, or White's. All right, those are the top three. I know there's other ones too, you know. But for me, those are the top three boot companies. Now, you know, like I said, guys, they're just worth the money. You can make that decision yourself. I spent my own money on these. I waited a very long time for these. I'm waiting a very long time for my Knicks. The Knicks I've ordered the same time as these. I ordered my Knicks sometime in February is when I got the last email that said, hey, this is the last time you can make a change to your boots. Do you want to do anything? And I did. I changed the sole to a gum sole bottom because I'm in the freezer a lot at work, and it gets hard in the freezer, this kind of sole, and I wanted something that won't get really super hard in negative 20 degrees. So that's why I switched that. But then that was in February, so then I ordered these for an everyday boot that I can wear just every single day no matter what. It's raining. I've worn them all day today. Beautiful. I mean, they look so good. I got a few compliments like, where'd you get those? I'm like, Truman Boot Company. I was like, just at Target, you know. And older fella came up. He's like, those are really nice. Never seen them before because these are our conversation starter because look at the leather. It looks like alligator skin. It's not. It's bison leather. And so I explained to him, and I said, Truman Boot Company. I showed him the website on my phone, and maybe he'll buy them, probably, maybe not, but I don't know. For me, you could just see just the custom, like the handmade, the custom, the time that they put into these, the effort, you know, how they sand that through a sander, you know, they go around and sand all, it's so crazy when you see how they make these boots, and it's really just amazing when you finally get it in your hand, and it's really hard to explain and convince people to spend this kind of money on a shoe, on a boot. But if you're a boot enthusiast and you like cool stuff, you know, sounds like a Chevelle. You know, it's worth it. It's worth it to me. And a conversation starter for sure. Go out to the bar, you know, you're single, conversation starter, you know, you're going to be the only person wearing these more than likely. Like I said, I wore them today in the rain all day. There's one little hot spot, which I always get in all my boots. Right here, I get a hot spot on my foot. And now, the other thing is too, they were a tiny, tiny bit big. I did that on purpose so I could wear a wool sock under in the winter. I'm not concerned about it. I was wearing super thin socks by Darn Tough Socks today. In fact, I don't have them on still, but just hair. I mean, you could just move your foot a little bit. No, I'm not worried about it. You know, because if you get a boot too big, which I always size down on my boots, these are 7.5s. I probably could have got a 7, which may have been a little more content with, but so be aware of that. They will run big. All right, so these are 7.5s, but you know, they're pretty exact. They're pretty precise. So if you better make sure that whatever size foot you have, you're getting. Or size down in boots. Leather's going to stretch. It's going to move. It's going to form to your foot. You almost want it tight. You don't want your boot loose. It's going to get more, you know. So get it tight. And it's like a hockey skate. If any of you played hockey, jam that foot in that hockey skate and crank that thing up because it's going to get loose and form to your foot. Then it's not like, you know, you're gonna go to boots and you get what you get when you go to like you know, some like a Thorogood, which are good, but they're not this good. So again, guys, yeah, 100% worth the money. They're absolutely beautiful, polished brass. The leather, black leather tongue, the thickness of that bison leather, the craftsmanship of the stitching, the hand cut pieces of leather. that are on there that aren't perfect. They're not perfectly precise cut with a machine. You know, they have some details in them that give it character. That's what I like. You may not like that. I think these are the best boots I have in my collection by far. There just isn't anything better that I have in my collection. Until my Knicks come, we'll compare. But those are a work boot. They're a whole different kind of style of boot. So as far as an everyday boot, oh my God, you can't get any better than this, dudes. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, share, subscribe. I might do a live stream. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta eat some dinner. But like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Until then, I love you all. Peace.